Hello everyone and welcome to my vlog. It is Aikaterini here, an artist attempting to live the rural life in COVID times. Actually, this is a half-truth. I'm also looking back at the 90s, trying to understand how I was constructed as a neoliberal subject. I'm speculating how my future could have been different. So, let's get started. Another late entry in my attempt to live, or rather understand, the content creator's life. It's clear that I'm failing to keep up, keeping the episodes coming in regularly, holding your attention.
Yo, Alf here! I'd like to talk to you about your planet.
However, the commitment to cultivate the land remains real and agricultural labor remains intense.
I like it, and you should too.
If I get tired and my muscles ache, imagine how distressed the soil gets, pushed to be continuously productive, to keep going.
But a lot of people aren't taking very good care of it.
For the past year, I have tried to be consistent with taking care of it by replenishing it with nutrients, which means searching for good compost.
Wind erosion can make a desert out of good farmland that isn't used wisely.
Asking around, I heard of an open spot outside the village where the livestock farmers pile up animal dung for composting. Needless to say, I have become a regular visitor.
Wind erosion is bad for people and farms, for buildings and valuable machinery.
For starters, they're abusing our public lands. They're littering the beaches, vandalizing the parks, trashing the playgrounds, and basically treating the planet like rental property.
As with everything I have done in the garden so far, I'm learning on the job, making things happen with limited resources. For example, I don't have the right vehicle nor tools.
It is bad for the farms because it strips off the good topsoil, and farmers can't grow good crops or raise fat cattle on the barren land that's left.
With a little bit of help from not telling you whom, I collected manure in plastic sacks given by a neighbor farmer as a way of recycling.
And because this kind of plastic never dissolves, they can be dangerous.
But all these are already in the past. I failed to keep it current and contemporary.
Always cut these holders up before you throw them away.
The working conditions, traveling in the post-COVID world, wars, inflation, energy crisis, and cost of living, the immense effort to fulfill all forms and norms. This episode comes to you in full circle, a summer late. It is a fertile time, but also a distressing one, with heat wave upon heat wave engulfing us. And as we wait for the winter, when the earth, according to the myth, sleeps, allowing for a moment to take stock and contemplate how to move the energy forward. I would like to think that this is a mature, grounded energy by now. Looking back at the 90s does not offer any more answers. The future is already different. Some will say the future is no longer possible. The cheery vlog introduction has no place, no purpose no more. But more importantly, it's time to give the voice back to the ones that are custodians of this land more than I will ever be.